Hey YouTube, just doing a quick update on what I've been working on with the service truck. I acquired in the last 2 weeks, I picked up this 98 gallon fuel tank, or maybe it's 112 gallon, I can't remember, it's whatever, it don't matter. This fuel tank and this compressor. I spent probably a little bit too much on the compressor. It wasn't an emotional purchase. It's just I've been trying to pick them up, and people have been flaking because it's hard to get, and then when you do get them, they're usually junk. I picked that for $450, which sounds great, but it's an older one, and it does need little things like the unloader valve leaks, needs an air filter on it. Pulled it, it's kind of nasty in there. Had actually a bee's nest in there, so I want to fix all that. The oil looks good in all of it, but I'll probably change that too. But anyways, I got that fuel tank. It was a transfer tank, was not meant for a pickup, so I welded tabs on the bottom to bolt it to the bed. But I bought that for $45, and I felt good about it because it's 1/8 inch steel. It's thick and heavy. So I was fine wasn't too worried about it being used with rust or anything. The bottom looked fairly clean. A couple things I don't like about it: it's got a vent tube on it. I'll probably take that off. It's looks like 1.5 inch pipe or something, and put a plug in there, and then this I'll put a vented fuel cap on. Right now it's just it's hard, it's tight on there, but just on threads, and then this Fill-Rite 20 gallon per minute pump I got free from work. It didn't work, and for a company our size, it ain't worth for guys to try to rebuild it, and so they just throw them away. Well, I got it and cleaned the brushes on it, and I can't remember, I may have put a new switch on this one, and it works awesome. Quick note, the pump on this side, on the diesel, if they're pumping diesel, they almost never go out. I mean, they're pumping diesel all day long, which is an oil, and they just don't wear out. It's usually the switch that goes first thing, or the brushes. I'm gonna put off this 90, I'll straighten it out, put a filter, and then Woods Logging sells a 30-foot hose. So I'll put a 30-foot hose, build a little stanchion right here with a U-bolt to hang the hose on. All this plumbing's gonna go, and this battery's gonna go. I'm going to tie the compressor, it's electric start, into the same wiring that uses for the crane. I'll just drill a hole underneath so it all looks clean, and then I'll run a jumper wire from the solenoid from here over to the pump, so everything's nice and clean. I bolted it to the floor. It's like 1/4 inch diamond plate, but the braces are like here and over there, and in the middle there's nothing, and it's kind of makes the floor flex, so I'll probably run some runners underneath. When I was underneath, I noticed the front corners on both the service body are completely broke out. The only thing holding the service box on is the U-bolts on the back end, so that'll be getting fixed. The back of the cab mounts are cracked too, but again, that's not a big deal. Probably not going to worry about the cab mounts because they're just cracked, and it had a hard life. There's probably other things that are wrong. This truck does a service engine light, and this will be a different video, but I went on Amazon, picked up this, it's called an ICP sensor. It's kind of a funny name. They're like $98, but got it on Amazon. I'm gonna try it. It's from China or whatever for $20 for the sensor. And what happens is, where they plug in, you can always tell if they go bad. It'll throw a code, I forget what the code number is, and you pull, when you're looking in that plug, when you look in the plug, pull the plug, and if there's oil in it, they're bad every time. And so I always get the one with the pigtail, and then the good quality butt connectors that have the built-in shrink wrap, and they're waterproof. So it's getting dark out. Put that there. Anyways, that's a video for another day. I plan on making a video for that. I also got another video I'm gonna make. Gentleman I met up with today gave me a set of chrome headlights for that, and they are sweet. Those buckets are sweet, so very excited. But anyways, that's the update on the service truck. I got a lot of plans for it. The boxes don't lock because I don't got the keys, so I'm gonna pull these off, pull one of them off anyhow, this one probably, because it's the easiest one to get to, right on front, and go to local locksmith and have him make me a key for it, a couple keys for it, and then after I get that done, I'll start loading this thing full of tools, maybe hammer out a little bit of dents, touch up some white paint, and yeah. And then crane, I can't remember if I talked about it, but the crane quit working today. It's in a bind. I can hear the solenoid click on, but it won't go up or down, so I gotta fix that. But anyways, just a quick update on, haven't made a video for a little while. I'm gonna try to make one at least once a week now, but kind of excited. That's a cool purchase. And the stack sticks up, not higher than the crane, so it's not a big deal, but I mean, it sticks up, you know, a foot over the cab. Hilarious. But anyways, yeah, get excited, and hopefully first of the year to be in business. So you guys have a good one, and if I don't talk to you or post another video, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. So talk to you later.